About 6 cabinet ministers have presented the performance scorecard to Nigerians as part of the May 29th first year anniversary celebration of the current administration. And the ministers from the Federal Capital Territory Administration, the Youth Development, Steel Development, Petroleum Resources for Oil, Defense and Solid Minerals, and they all took time to reel the achievements of the Renewed Hope agenda in their ministries. And now joining us live in the studio to discuss this further is Razak Olokoba. He is a public affairs analyst and he joins me live. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you for doing this with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get started very quickly. You've seen the scorecard, I presume, but how do you assess the impact of the ministers on the economic growth and development within their respective ministries?
Very much. The president has been warned by us and many Nigerians at the beginning of his administration that he should not take a bullet for any of his ministers or head of agencies. In fact, it should demand for a roadmap so that Nigerians will know based on the roadmap of each appointee whether we are on the journey at all or how far we have gone. So, as far as Nigerians are concerned, they see all the ministers as committed and making an attempt to grapple with the challenges of office and as ministers. But we expect more from the Minister of Power. We expect more from the Minister of all of them put together. We expect more. And we understand that there's a 2-year gestation period that understandably we must give to each administration, particularly given all the things that Tinubu has inherited. But be that as it may, we want to see movement. We want to see an attempt from the ministers from what they have done. We will all read this report that they gave, and we will not miss one if they have not done well to tell Nigerians and the president that you have to remove and replace. That should be what public office should look like. They should not be indulged in any way. We will not take excuse, and that's part of the things that the president has done that has impressed me. Let Nigeria remove your hand. Don't be a pillar behind anybody. Let everybody stand on their own. Let them tell Nigerians what they have done. If we have to understand why you are moving at a slow pace based on what we have said, yes, of course, we'll give you more time. But it shows clearly that you have been warming the chair for 1 year. We will be part of the people that will say the minister should be removed. So Nigerians should not be lazy about reading this report. This is our country, and governance is a shared responsibility. Government must play their role. You must also play their role. Your own role is what we are doing here today.
Razak, with every job that you take, there's always a key performance indicators that is listed out here at the beginning, and it's the same with with the ministers, right? So can you compare the performance of the ministers against the key performance indicators established at the beginning of their tenure, and assess their progress in achieving, these targets that were set out from them at the beginning?
You see, when you want to come into office, your wish is always that every demand made by Nigerians, you want to achieve it. It's when, and we look at the attitude of all the presidents in Nigeria since 1999 till date, the look on their face during campaign and on the day of swearing in, it's not the look on their face after 5-6 months too, having gain access to what it takes to be the president of Nigeria. The same thing goes for the ministers. To generate power, we have enough gas, we have enough water, the wind, the sun, to work out modalities for generating power. If it is solar, we have enough. So until they get in, they understand what it takes to give Nigerians power. So for us, and that is why we strongly recommend that there are things that are not the business of the federal government as such. As long as federal government continue to hold on to it, we will continue to move at a slow pace. One of it is the question of the police, the security, the police. give the security of each state back to their governors. Yes, the governor is doing well, making attempts, bringing back our guests that have been with the authorities for so long, but it shouldn't have happened. And it will not happen if each state had been in control of their own state. The same thing goes for power. The power sector is sensitive and it requires more participation from the state. I know very well that the effort the president has put in ensuring that Dangote refinery is working. We see it clearly, and we commend him for that, for doing that. But the speed and the permanent solution to us having power is when states take over that responsibility. The president is, the way he didn't indulge the ministers, it's not indulge the governors. So for the slow pace, we demand from the ministers to be more hasty, because we do a quarterly assessment of the ministers, and we know that they need to do more for the people. The economy is running, dollar is fluctuating, the pressure is on Nigerians. So it's very, very important and it's very, very key that the minister needs to estimate more. And for any of them that shows clearly that he lacks the capacity to do, don't wait for when Nigerians will be calling for your head to go. Go now. The president should not hesitate to remove and replace whoever that has not done well. And Nigerians, it's a shared responsibility. The driving seat does not belong to the president only. It belongs to all of us. He has compelled them to bring out their performance. Assess on your own too. Don't wait for anybody to tell you that someone has done well. And for any of them that has done well, we commend them, so that's going to inspire them to do
Razak, more. Many thanks for coming on. I appreciate you for doing this with us.
Thank you.
Razak Olokoba, he is a public affairs analyst and he joins us live today.